I've just come out the shower again. Sorry for my appearance. I usually get a lot of creative thoughts and documentation of my mental like conversations with my body and my mind and my ego. And they're all having conversations with each other. And I phase in and out of attunement to either the body fleetingly while I'm in the shower and I'm feeling all the sensations, and I can get lost in that. And then I quite quickly have my ego tune in and go, oh, that feels like this, and I would feel like that, and it starts talking, and the mind comes in and goes, oh, remember that, and that means this, and mind is having a conversation constantly with ego. And when you are attuned even fleetingly into the body and you're just lost in that, you want to stay. It feels blissful, and that's more attuned to what is and truth. And especially when you now start to tune in a higher frequency, your higher self, then that starts to resonate towards truth seeking, which is what I've been doing. And just getting into the habit, much like this, where you are radically honest about all the conversations that you have within yourself. When you start to put labels on them and give them form, like what ego likes to do, and you're able to conceptually understand what I'm trying to explain or transcribe, and you apply it as an awareness in the background from now on, and you listen to this dynamic going on inside you, and you start to actually hear it, and then you start to actually watch it for a while, and then soon you're like, oh, this conversation going on here, oh, this is what that guy meant. And so that is that spark, that little moment where you have a little click, a shift in degree of awareness. And from then on, if you stay attuned to that slightly higher frequency, then you are going to manifest that chapter in your life of new awareness. And if this is too abstract, whatever. But I think we're all kind of on that journey of becoming more self-aware, at least, and then outside of the self. But really, like the most difficult journey is inwards, and I've been doing that for a while. And this is part of the journey where I'm like, oh, well, if I'm a truth seeker and I just want to call out things for what it is and just like express without any restriction truth that's observed in fleeting moments within our own experience, right? You can call it within our psyche, but I'm proposing that there are different aspects and they can be recognized as the physical human body as one aspect. And then, you've heard it. But when you are unrestricted to just the floor is open for you to step up and say your piece under public scrutiny. That is like a moment between, like a boundary between ego, because ego would feel so nervous and anxious of judgment, of crossing a certain line of proprietary, that it will do everything within its power to reel you back and make you stay within form. But that boundary, like an example of going up on stage and announcing some deep personal truth within you in front of an audience, because this is kind of what it feels like. It's on that bleeding edge between ego and non-ego, just outside of ego, not of form, of the formless, of the we don't know what to call it yet, on the frontiers of, just a new unknown space. But somehow these spaces have been recognized already, and we've only now just started to see some kind of like word map to improve our cognition, improve our map reading skills, conversationally, intellectually, narratively. So as you follow along, as the journey unfolds, I'm doing that documenting, and I'm trying to make it as close to the truth as possible. And the closer to the truth of what is, despite all of the shameful icks and the cringiness of it. That cringiness only comes when you are resisting yourself. And by yourself, in this case, in the shower, with physical sensations, a melody came through in my mind. Well, first it was just a little voice. Listen to your body. And then I started to tune in to my body, and the conversations died down. It's like, shh, it's not conversation phase now. Now it's dance phase. Now it's blissful in the shower phase. Now it's shut the fuck up phase. No thoughts. Just listen to your body. And when you do listen to your body and just tune into that, and as soon as your body has an impulse, a draw to just move and respond to the world and its environment, language is not a natural part of the body. So it wants to just do things and respond to things. So when a thought form comes in about words, listen to your body, a message comes through in language of thought and words. And it's just a concept. It's pay attention to this new aspect that you've just opened your eyes to, you've just realized is there. It's like it just dawned on you. What? Oh, listen to your body. And when you realize this little moment of eureka, of awareness, you tie that into a physical experience. Any time that you are just attuning to your body and listening to what it's saying to you, and listen to all of the senses, and let the other aspects of mind and ego shut up. When you are in that state and you think of these words, then you'll be like, the importance of this is great. The importance of this is profound, because the more people that attune to their body as an aspect that should be given respect, and the aspect of the body should be treated as if they are your child, or they are some person that you need to respect and look after, right? You form a bond, a relationship with the aspect of your body. And so when you look at yourself in the mirror, when you look down at your hands, you can look at it as if it's external, as if it's someone or an entity that you need to form now a relationship with it. Because, newsflash, you've neglected this relationship. You've admittedly, most likely, not been attuning to your body. And maybe you still haven't, but you need to focus on doing that. And when you start feeling attuned to your body, you would know that all these sensations, especially when you're in a higher frequency too, that amplifies your experience. And you are very pleased about the bliss, the roller coaster of sensory experience, and the wisdom that your body has, because it automates everything. And yet ego is just able to just puppeteer it at any given time. And your body is supporting you. It's keeping you as a physical mass being. It's doing everything for you, like, without you having to think about it, without you having to try to manually do that. It's automated. It's doing a lot, and it's always at the same time telling you, you need to fix this. You need to fix this. Hello, hello. You need to listen to the strain in your neck. You need to listen to the clamminess on the soles of your feet. You need to listen to the dryness of your skin. You need to listen to how your face, it hasn't been stretched in a while. You need to listen to your posture. And your body's communicating to you all the freaking time. And you just need to pay way more attention to it. And in that, you have now stepped into this new level of awareness where you go, this is the chapter of my life where I'm going to constantly make an effort, a conscious effort, to focus on listening to my body. And on that journey, I will say congratulations. Because when you are able to do that, let's say within privacy, let's say you're not ready to take the ego journey as well, because they can be done in tandem. And it helps. It helps because ego will never want to go and reveal their true selves on stage. That's why you have performance, because it's they're performing. I guess it's easy if you use your body and attuning to a higher frequency. You're able to, let's say, as an actor tunes in to a character that they have in their mind. They can conceive it, they can see it, and then they tune into their body and they flood it, ego and mind. They flood the body with, this is how it would feel, these are the emotions that will go through you, and this is how your body might move. And you'd start to feel like the pain in I keep referring to this because it's personal, obviously, but like, and they'll build this character, and because they have a great conversation, a great relationship with their body, they're able to command it through form, through ego's will, to carefully move and but that's an actor. So they're doing the process that we do already with the levels of conversations that we have within the aspects of ourselves. It's more indicative of like what you do in life, whether you're an actor or a comedian or an office worker or a laborer, an educator, an artist, whatever kind of career and archetype that you have, it may be indicative of the type of relationship you have with yourselves, with your various aspects. So what I'm referring to is, I think most people are between strongly the ego and the mind. And depending on how enthralled you are with your mind, with your level of intellect and logic, it's you. Most people are pretty much in that kind of ego mind state of awareness, and do include the body in their awareness, but only through command, only through control of form. So examples are, we don't tend to, I don't know, where is it? We don't tend to pay enough attention to mastering our form related relationship with our bodies. Because if we did, well, basically, those who do focus on that relationship, that bond, right, through repetition and structure and practice, you can teach your body form, and you can teach your body memory. And so then you get muscle memory, and that is a way of your ego having a relationship with your body and becoming masterful at repetitive movements and tasks, right? Whether it's dexterity or, huge movements of the body. There's that approach, which requires a lot of mind as well. And that's why the ego mind experience likes learning physical things through repetition and through careful instruction and technique. And they usually use mirrors to watch themselves, and they try to correct it from the aesthetic. That's one way of learning things for the body to do and improve. But there's another way which is closer to the other side of the aspect of body, which is the aspect of high, or being in the zone, being in a higher frequency, your higher self. When you're closer to that side, between high and body, then you start to tune out of your ego, and you are tuning more with only what your body wants. And you tune into your body, and body's like, body, I'm alive, I have control, I can do what I want, there are no rules. And that body state, and that's more tuning will and chaos, along with high. When you are in an energetic state, body is just more fully itself. It comes alive. And so your awareness means, it means that your awareness is focused on your body, and you're able to feel everything magnified, and your intuition, being more attuned to your higher self, is coming in, and you're able to hear these, like, just like a really good conversation with this higher self, this more intelligent self, and you don't know where it's coming from, you don't know who it is, but somehow you're having a conversation within you, within your body, in a higher state. Your mind is able to, I guess, transcribe, using language, using thoughts, to communicate to you, because we're just hardware. at the end of the day. You know, there's only so much we can do with our biology and neurology. So I can only go so far to try and explain something through narrative before ego comes in again and mind and goes, what? Logic dictates you're full of shit at this point. You know, I need to question that. I need to question that. I need to question that. And so then it comes in and you tune back in to the ego mind state. And you tune out of the majesty of what you just experienced and the conversations that you were having, your higher self was having with your body. And the conversations and realizations of self, and also like everything outside of your body's like, oh my God, the whole world, the whole physical experience is, yeah, it's of form, but it's not of mental labels and definition. It just is. Like everything that we experience in this physical reality is. And it's closer to truth. It just is truth, right? It's observable. And we can feel ourselves and hear things and interact. And when you tune into that, into yourself, you get a lot more of a rich, truthful alignment to yourself. You develop a stronger relationship with aspects of yourself. You are able to hear and remedy. And when I mentioned about treating your body as if it were a child, as if it were a friend, someone to hold and someone to look after and someone to listen to. Like now you're going to say, oh shit, mate, I'm so sorry. All of these years, all of my life, I've basically not been listening to you. But now I get the image that I've been deaf to you and I've been numb to you and I haven't given you the attention that you need. And I will start listening now. And I will listen to you a lot more now that I understand it in this straightforward way. You know, sometimes you just need to be quite blunt. And when the body is trying to communicate to you in extreme ways, everything is a part of a spectrum, right? So in the body's way, in the extreme, obviously it will use pain and emotion, and it will have a physiological effect. It will bubble out in tears, in laughter, in like it will tense up, ready for a fight, and the ego can trigger it, and you know, you have all of these dynamics. Your body is very reactive. And so it's leveraging that superpower of the body being reactive. That is the state that I'm advocating to swing towards. Is not only listen to your body, but also realize that on the opposite side of ego body is high body, and you attune yourself more to that side and more to the free expression of movement, right? And you can turn that into a dance. You can just stand in front of the mirror or not, depends on your level of ego relationship. If you say, F it, you know, I'm going to let ego take a seat and body's taking over, and I don't care. There's no judgment here. When you step into the body, there are no rules in terms of how you control your body. You can let your body respond and react to anything. The body is the playground. Go, move, dance, run, jump, skip, you know, swing, be a child. Like, your body needs that. Your body needs to move, because we're not treating our bodies well. Our bodies aren't meant to be sitting on our asses all day or on our feet all day. It's meant to move and it's meant to function. It craves to do so. And it keeps giving you signals that it's not as healthy as it could be. And when you start to develop that relationship with your body, you will be way more drawn and inclined to actually treat it well and treat it better and become more healthy, physically healthy. And when you're physically healthier, you are definitely emotionally healthier and mentally healthier, and you start to develop more relationships with all of your aspects of self.